Hello and welcome to Scale Modeling, and this is part one of the German battleship, the Sharnhorst, and it's a 1/700 scale. It's made by Flyhawk, and I'm preparing, or got everything set up here to begin on this. One of the first things I noticed when I took this model out of its wrapping here was the front was damaged. And now I'll put a couple of pictures up of how it turned out. So because of that, well, that's one reason, but also other reasons, I've decided to go with the waterline model build. So we won't be using the hull that's got the damage, although I did try and fix it. I thought I did a pretty good job. I've straightened it, and I just need to just put a bit of putty in there, and that would be okay. It would be fine, but I've decided to go with the waterline version, which means that will end up sitting on here. Get this the right way around. It's going to sit on there nicely. So we won't have a hull, and then we've got the top of the ship on here. That's going to be it. And mainly also because I've looked at some people who have done these dioramas of the ocean, and I think that I'd like to give that a shot. I'd like to give that a go. So the kit comes with a pretty good photograph here of the ship out in the ocean there, and I'm pretty sure I can replicate something like that on a base. So yeah, that's the plan. So we're just going to build this as a waterline model. Now, I've got everything laid out here. I've got all my instructions here for the kit. I've got lots of sprues. There's over 600 pieces on, I think, 16 sprues. I'll just check. Yeah, 16. So that's all ready to go. I've also got up here all the brass parts are all labelled in their individual containers so they don't get lost. I've got the decals in here and the masking, but all the photo etches in here. We've got a couple of sheets of photo etch in there. So that's all there. And of course we've got, because we're doing the waterline model, there's a weight to go in the base. We'll get to that. And of course we have our wood deck in here as well. That'll go on. But I went through all this in the unboxing video, so I don't need to go into too much detail with all this. I'll just put that on there so I remember. So that's it. That's going to be a waterline model. The instructions are a bit different to what I'm used to. This is a Flyhawk. It's not a model I've built before. Certainly a 1/700 scale isn't. So it's going to be challenging, but I'm positive we'll get a good result. Yeah, so I think I will begin with step one in the instructions was taking a few bits and pieces and filling a few portholes along the side of the ship. Now, some of those I'm not going to do because it is so small. It's not something you would possibly notice, uh, the removal of just a couple of portholes. And not only that, but to remove, there's a couple other bits to remove there. I'll probably take them off as well. We'll see how that goes. And then step 2 will be starting on some of the turrets. And it's also part of step 2 is putting these together, gluing all these together. And then working on the paint scheme. So the idea for painting this, and it does come with some suggested paint recommendations on here. That is, here it is. So we've got like there's different shades of grey. We've got a deep, medium, and a light grey. We've got the hull red, which we won't be using because we won't have the hull. There's deck brown. Well, I've got a deck for that, so we don't need that. I am going to undercoat it in a white Stynylrez primer that I usually use, but unlike other ships, I'm going to give this a coat of black paint as well. Now, people use Mr. Hobby's surfacer, and which I don't have, so I figured just a black paint will do before I spray the shades of grey that I need, because the black paint will just highlight the dark areas, give it a more 3D sort of effect. This also has like a two-tone, so there's a light grey and then there's a dark grey in the center, so it's got sort of like a camouflage on the ship, just at the front and back of the ship, port, starboard side. So now, not only is the ship very small and the parts extremely small, the instructions are quite small too. So these are the instructions for the Photoetch, which don't go in any particular order. They just pretty much show what goes on where. So I will have to make sure I check everything as I build to make sure it goes with the Photoetch. So in the instructions, what I will be doing is marking, for instance, doing the turrets here, number 2, I'll put a little red star on there so that I know to, there we go, I'll know to look, yeah, that's going to need some Photoetch. So then I'll refer back to these instructions for the Photoetch and be able to find out what goes on that part I'm working on. The other thing with this size build too is that how much to build up. So I want to build up the superstructure on here, which I'm guessing will be separate pieces, which I'll paint separately. But I need to be painting the deck, the ship, the color of the ship grey, so that when I put the wood decking over, all the little raised pieces will be already painted as they stick up through the wood decking. All the hatchways and everything will all be painted, will all be done. And looking at it, it looks, the grey that the plastic already is looks pretty good. I mean, you could almost build this and not worry about use the original plastic color as the grey, but I won't be doing that. So All right, well, I'll start working on something here and go through and check what I can do first, and we'll come back and have a look at where we're up to. Yeah, thanks, and please subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications because, like previous ship builds, I'm going to have these come out quite regularly, and you'll get notified when each upload is done. So do that if you haven't already subscribed, and let's get on with the video and get on with this build. Cheers, back soon. I thought I'd also just mention there's an interesting facts card here that tells you a bit of details about this ship. I'll just let you know a few things. The armament on this ship included, there were 3 triple 28cm naval guns, 4 dual 15cm guns, 4 15cm C-28 naval guns. There were 7 multi-purpose guns. There were 8 anti-aircraft guns, 5 quadruple guns, 10 2cm guns, and 2 triple torpedo tubes. So there's quite a bit of firepower in this ship. Now the ship was also finally sunk. Okay, so the ship was hit by the HMS Duke of York, which caused it to drop speed. And it was caught up by other Royal Navy destroyers and after being hit by several torpedoes, the Sharnhorst was doomed. It finally sank in the icy sea at the North Cape. Only 36 crewmen were rescued. There were 2,000 crew, or just short of 2,000 crew on this ship, and only 36 survived. That's incredible. Okay, let's start building this little. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is build a few turrets. Now there's 4 of these turrets that go on the side of the ship. So these 4 turrets will go in these 4 positions here. Now to build these 4, what I need is these 2 screws. There's 2 on each here. See how small these are. So there's the 2 of them there. The bases are there. Now what I need to do is turn them over. The instructions here are showing me there's a couple of holes that need to be drilled. 2 of them have 2 holes drilled in one position and the other 2 in different position, because on the top of 2 of these turrets will go this gun mounting, and then on the other 2 there's just some spaces for a couple of little pieces in here. So that's the total of the 4 turrets. Now I went back and looked to check if there's any Photoetch or anything from the detailed kit for this. There is no Photoetch for those, but the barrels are changed. So I will have to remove, if you can see, give you an idea of the size. So there we go, there's the barrels there. Just try to show you that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there, or there's 2 there. There's different types. You've got one with the bag or one that's an adjustable. Now what I have to do is cut those off and replace them with the brass ones. And the brass ones will be, I haven't got them out yet, but they'll be in here somewhere. Yes, tiny ones in there. So the first thing I need to do will be to drill holes. So I've got a 0.5mm drill bit in this. I will drill out those holes that are required, and then I'll find these other pieces for the guns that go on the top of 2 of these turrets. Put those together, and then go ahead and change the barrels out on the cannons, and then we'll mount them. So let's get on with that, and we'll take a look at this when I'm done. Okay, welcome back, and I've finished step 2, which included the turrets. You can see how small these little fellas are. So we've got the Photoetch parts on them. We've got they're quite tiny bits. I'll see if I can get one out and we'll have a better look at it. Okay, I don't know whether it'll focus on that or not. I'll put some photos up anyway. It's very, very small. Very difficult to get focus. So those little pieces are done. Now, as I do, I've labelled them, put them in a box, set them aside. Under here is the waterline base with the bit of weight inside it. That's just for the weighting it down. So that's been glued down. And under my book over here is the deck and the ship itself, the deck being glued down onto the ship. So I'm going to leave that there for a good few hours to dry properly with the weight on top of it. So there was a few little pieces in here that needed cutting off. We've done that. So yeah, we don't need to put propellers and the rudders or any of that on because we don't have any of that. And then so that's part section 2, step 2. Step 3 will be the other turrets. So we've got, it looks like 2 or 1. There's 1 turret there in the instructions. I'm sure there are other turrets on the ship, but yeah, at this stage it only wants me to build the one that's there. So we'll build that turret, and whether or not we'll put that on depends on how that's going to have any effect on the wooden deck and the wooden deck fitting. But anyway, so yeah, these were extremely small, extremely small, and it's taken me pretty much the whole day to do those. How many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those, including having to sand down the brass barrels just a little bit because there's no way. The 0.3 of a millimeter is the smallest drill bit I have, and that wasn't small enough to drill into where I cut off the plastic barrels. So I had to just sand the ends of those down flat, and then I've glued them on, and we just worked out fine. They're on just as solid, not coming off. Okay, so we'll call this a video. Like I said, part 2 will be step 3 for the instructions, and maybe further, we'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell there for get notifications of when the next video is uploaded. If you've got any comments, suggestions, tips, anything you want to say, just put it down below. And oh, and of course, give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now.